He taunted the police, he toyed with the media, and he terrified a nation. The Zodiac Killer remains one of the most elusive and mysterious serial killers in history. A predator who left behind a bloody trail of cryptic messages, gruesome murders, and unanswered questions. This is the story of the Zodiac Killer, a mystery that still haunts investigators more than 50 years later. Welcome to Beyond the Evidence. It all began in 1968, on a cold December night. In the quiet town of Vallejo, California, two high school students, Betty Lou Jensen and David Faraday, were parked on a secluded road. What started as an innocent date turned into a nightmare. Both were brutally shot in what appeared to be a senseless killing. No suspects, no motive, just a violent crime scene that left investigators puzzled. This, it would turn out, was the first of many. Then, in 1969, the killer struck again, this time targeting Darlene Ferrin and Michael Mageau. The crime was brutal, but it was what came after that sent a wave of fear across California. Letters began arriving at local newspapers. Each letter was signed with a symbol, a circle with a cross through it, and contained cryptic messages. The author of the letters called himself the Zodiac. In his letters, the Zodiac Killer claimed responsibility for multiple murders, providing details only the killer could know. But his letters held more than confessions. They contained ciphers, challenging law enforcement and the public to crack his cryptic codes. One of the most famous ciphers, known as the 408 cipher, was sent in 3 parts to different newspapers, and it promised to reveal the killer's identity. But when it was finally decoded, the message was disturbing. "I like killing people because it is so much fun." Despite the cipher being solved, the killer's true identity remained hidden. As the murders continued, the Zodiac Killer toyed with law enforcement, sending more letters, each one more disturbing than the last. He claimed responsibility for up to 37 murders, though only 5 are confirmed. His arrogance, combined with his ability to elude capture, earned him a place among the most notorious serial killers in history. Over the years, numerous suspects emerged, but none were ever conclusively linked to the crimes. One of the most well-known suspects was Arthur Lee Allen, a man with a dark past and circumstantial evidence that seemed to point to him. Investigators found that Allen wore a Zodiac brand watch and his handwriting bore similarities to the Zodiac letters. But despite these leads, the evidence was never enough to make an arrest. Allen died in 1992, leaving the mystery unsolved. Modern forensics brought new hope. DNA testing of the Zodiac's letters was conducted, but the results were inconclusive. Several investigators and online sleuths have also presented alternative suspects, some of them ordinary men living quiet lives, yet none have provided the smoking gun needed to close the case. So, who was the Zodiac Killer? Was he someone hiding in plain sight? Or perhaps a man who has long since died, taking his secrets to the grave? The case remains cold, but with advancements in technology, investigators hold on to hope that one day, the Zodiac's identity will finally be revealed. Could the Zodiac still be out there? Until then, the legend of the Zodiac Killer will continue to captivate and haunt us. A chilling reminder that some mysteries are never meant to be solved. Thank you for joining us on Beyond the Evidence. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the Zodiac Killer, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon to never miss an episode. Let us know in the comments, who do you think the Zodiac Killer really was? Until next time, stay curious and stay safe.